So, of course, Madam Web was, Madam Web. I still haven't even seen the movie, but I've heard everything about it. I'll watch it at some point, but I didn't want to pay for it in theaters. So yeah, Madam Web was a disappointment. And one of the biggest disappointments with this film was really just kind of how much of a waste it was because there were some really talented actors and actresses in this film, particularly Dakota Johnson and Sydney Sweeney. Sydney Sweeney was a huge waste here. I mean, she was good casting as Spider Woman. I like that choice. I thought that was a cool idea. But there's also many other Spider Man universe characters that she would be perfect to play that we have been talking about for years. So when she was cast here, it was just kind of, but why would you not cast her as that other character that we want in live action more? Um, Specifically because Sydney Sweeney and Dakota Johnson, really everyone who was in that movie, just deserves so much better. They deserve to be in the MCU, not in Sony's universe. They didn't deserve Madam Web. Dakota Johnson's getting a lot of hate, and she doesn't deserve it because she didn't know the movie was going to be that bad. She was told it was a Marvel movie, and oh, that's great. They tricked her. They really did. And yeah, yeah, this is again, this was a big waste because Sydney Sweeney would be great in the MCU. She's even said recently that particularly she would love. Actually, I think she said the only way she would return is if she got to be alongside Zendaya in the MCU. Of course, she is a co-star with Zendaya on the HBO show Euphoria. So seeing her in the MCU Spider-Man movies would be great. Again, because particularly there are multiple characters that she would be perfect to play. One very specifically, but as most people would say, any hot blonde character in the Spider-Man universe. That's yeah, she could do that for sure. And yesterday it came out from Scooper My Time to Shine Hello that supposedly Sydney Sweeney has talks with Kevin Feige for a role in the MCU. And then that was later followed up with just confirmed Sydney Sweeney is in. And so again, this she could, there's a lot of characters she could play in Marvel and in the MCU, but we all tend to theorize about the Spider-Man universe of characters. So then rumors and theories started running rampant that she's going to be in MCU Spider-Man 4 whenever that actually ends up happening, but supposedly they're going to start filming this fall. Even they don't have a director yet, but whatever. So that's the rumor right now, is that supposedly she has been cast in Spider-Man 4, or at least that's what we were theorizing. And then this other scooper came out, Austin Verse, who I've never heard of before. Did a little looking into him. Turns out this is his first scoop ever, so I don't know how reliable this is. So just take it with the tiniest grain of salt. But he said, breaking news, Sydney Sweeney has been cast as Black Cat, aka Felicia Hardy, in Spider-Man 4 starring Tom Holland. She will be the main love interest for the movie, but Zendaya will slowly remember who Peter is. The love triangle will happen with MJ and Felicia. Black Cat and her father will have a past with Kingpin. Felicia wants revenge. Again, this is coming from a random scooper that is probably fake, but I so hope this is true because Sydney Sweeney as Black Cat is perfect casting. In general, I want to see Black Cat in Spider-Man 4. I want to see Black Cat done in live action. She's a great character in the world of Spider-Man, and she's never been done, and she deserves to be. And Spider-Man 4 is the perfect place to do this. I've been saying this for a while now that Peter is at a point in his life in the MCU where he's completely and utterly alone. Nobody knows who he is. It's been said that in this Spider-Man 4 movie that the plot is going to be focusing around how Peter Parker really is no more. He's spending more time as Spider-Man than he is Peter Parker, kind of reminiscent of Robert Pattinson's The Batman in that first movie, is how he's barely Bruce Wayne. He's all Batman. And he's going to be barely Peter Parker. He's going to be all Spider-Man. And so he doesn't have MJ. He doesn't have a love interest. So what perfect love interest is there to have when he's mainly Spider-Man? Black Cat. And especially when you rope in the whole aspect of her father and a connection to Kingpin, especially considering Kingpin is rumored to be playing a big role in this film and it's going to be more street level. That is what I want from Spider-Man 4. And then sure, if you want to bring Zendaya back into this as MJ and eventually get her and Peter back together, yeah, do the slow build to that and introducing that with a little love triangle right here. That would be a fantastic way to do it. And again, Sydney Sweeney would be perfect to play Felicia Hardy, aka Black Cat. And again, you already have that connection between her and Zendaya with Euphoria, so that would be great. This, again, not coming from a super reliable source, but this makes the most sense to me. I think Kevin Feige, this definitely seems like a decision he would make. This lines up with most other stuff that we've been hearing about Spider-Man 4. And, I mean, Sony, I'm hoping, realizes the mistake they made with Madam Web and don't plan to go forward with a sequel or anything like that. But because keep in mind that obviously Spider-Man 4 is being co-produced by both Marvel Studios and Sony. So I feel like if Sony is smart enough, they would have been in on this decision as well. And yeah, this I think would be perfect. I think this is an idea Sydney Sweeney would be into. Yes, please. This would be perfect. I would love to see Black Cat. Sydney Sweeney as Black Cat would be perfect. This would be great. But again, it's just rumor, kinda theory, I guess, because who knows this guy, Adam, whatever his name was. But I hope this is true. And if it's not, then if My Time to Shine Hello is correct, maybe she's been cast as another character in the MCU. We'll see. But it makes sense that this movie is casting right now. So I'm hoping it's true. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about this theory, rumor, whatever you want to call it, of Sydney Sweeney joining the MCU, specifically as Black Cat in Marvel Studios' Spider-Man 4. So thanks for watching. Please drop a like if you enjoyed this video and hit the subscribe button so I keep up to date on everything that goes on in the Marvel life.